survive when all else fails us, but some get bored and some just cry. Some try to leave the worst behind, but I want to live and get carried away with my friends, 'cause we're all in this, waiting for the nightmare to end. But every single day it's easier to turn away. But every single day it's easy to get carried away, carried away. I feel lost in time and space. Fake the smile that's on my face now, 'cause some get bought and some get sold. Like Mr. Rogers, bless his soul. We all want to resist. Can I carry the weight of my friends? We were once just kids, waiting for our nightmares to end. But every single day it's easier to turn away. But every single day it's easy to get carried away, carried away. Want to be carried away. Want to be carried away, carried away with my friends. Carried away. Every single day yesterday, lost eyes late at night. Tell me why stay here the rest of my life. Promise me you'll try. Now we're getting older. What will we remember? Morning drives in winter. The world we knew is over. Radio still blasting. Summer's everlasting. If I can bring you back, then all I have to do is close my eyes. Hope the dream never dies. Hope the dream never dies. Hope the dream never Hope the dream never dies. And hope the dream never dies. Hope we make it out alive.
What a great performance we just saw. 88.5 live in studio with Low Moon. They have a new album. It's called A Modern Life. It's available now. And would you believe that I'm sitting with Matt himself from Low Moon? How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. How are you?
You clean up pretty well after jamming down.
Yeah, thank you.
You look like you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I guess so.
So was the guitar your first instrument?
Yeah, guitar, and actually I started singing pretty early on. I was in a glee club.
Oh, yeah.
And then I picked up the guitar my freshman year of high school.
And how long ago was that?
Well, I don't know, 2000. I graduated in high school in 2004. So 2001 was the first song I ever wrote, was right after 9/11. So 2001 was the first song I ever wrote.
Wow, and that was in New York City, huh?
Well, I was actually at a school up in Connecticut, in Pomfret, Connecticut, but I'm from New York City. So my family, well, I'm from Long Island, so my family was in New York at the time.
So
and I was up in a school in Connecticut.
And then what brought you to LA? Was it the music?
Yeah, the music.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you did it, huh?
I guess so.
Without a second choice, you're like, I'm going there to do it.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I tried it once, and then I moved back like 6 months later, and then
Most
moved
people
back
do
here.
that.
Yeah, I think I just didn't give it the time. It
LA's
needed.
just too big to figure out where you're at for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
It's all about the community here. Like once you find your people, I think it starts making more sense.
Yeah. Now you're like headquartered in like in the indie capital of California, right? In the
guess so.
Silver Lake-ish area. Now, is indie like the term that you used when you started here, or were you just like, what did they call you?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to like the term you put on the band. We're just making music.
Just
and then,
making music.
Yeah, just however anybody wants to take it.
Good, because some people dig way into that indie feel and they do the whole thing, and some people are like pure talent. So I'm glad you're the latter, dude. Okay,
Thank you.
So your band is pretty awesome. Do you want to talk about like the best part about your band?
The best part about my band, just having a band is the best part about being in a band. I mean, honestly, you dream of being in a band when you start making. Well, I did. I mean, some people want to be solo art. I actually think that every solo artist would love to have their E Street band. You know, I mean, and like Bruce Springsteen being my hero, the way he has his band, and it's a band of brothers and sisters, and you go out and you're working towards the same goal. You're trying to get better as a collective, and there's nothing better in the world.
So you look at this as more of a business. You got a business head on you, don't you?
A business? No.
No?
No, I'm like the last person that looks at this as a business.
So what comes first for you then? Is it the writing of the words or the writing of the song?
Music all the time. Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. When does the words come in?
I just spend a lot of time babbling and hope that there's something to grab onto, and then I go back and listen, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool line. And then I'll think about that as a title, or think about that as a thing that keeps sticking out, and then work from there.
Everybody has a process, and I'm fascinated at that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how people write words and then write words to music. I find that really
People like, at their phone, they're like, la-li, la-li, la. And then
that's kind of how I do it. Just a bunch of gibberish.
You got to get it out. Do you have a notepad next to your bedstand where you're...
Well, now with the iPhone, I just have the notes, you know.
You ever wake up in a cold sweat and go, I got the line? And
I have, actually. Yeah. It's horrible. It's usually not the line either. Sometimes it is.
How long does it take you to write a song from start to finish?
I don't know. I mean, something like Loveless, our first single, was like 6 years. Wow. And then Dream Never Dies was written in 2 days, but produced in, forever. It took forever to produce it. So,
what do you like better about this whole Low Moon experience? Is it performing or producing?
They both are very different. I mean, because of the last 2 years not being able to perform, it's felt completely different. Like, we just went on tour with the War on Drugs in Europe, and we just got back a couple of days ago. And just the feeling of being out there and playing again is like, you can't beat it, especially seeing how excited people are to be at gigs again. So right now that we're starting our tour this week, it's just like, that's the thing I'm really, I guess, focused on.
Yeah. So tell me about the tour. So is it North American tour?
North American tour. We're doing all of North America, and then we're supporting the War on Drugs again on the East Coast, and then coming back, doing the whole loop.
Okay. Besides June 28th at Hollywood Forever, what is the date that you're most excited about playing? Like, what city?
Well, I'm excited for New York and Philadelphia. Those are always fun shows for us. And being from New York, it's obviously fun to see family and friends. And Philly, I don't know, Philly's like our second adopted home. Those fans just love it in Philly.
Wow, that's cool. Do you miss playing the underground clubs back east?
We're still playing them.
Oh, you're still playing them?
Yeah.
Tell me how you found the dude from Death Cab for Cutie and how that all came to play.
I had known Chris kind of through friends of friends. And when we were looking for somebody to produce our first record, I thought of Chris, and I sent him some demos, and he just perked up and got excited. And then somehow the timing worked. And then we also worked with Chris on 2 tracks on the new record. So he's just become, I would say, one of our just brothers in music. I can text him and he'll respond, and we talk about stuff. But him, when we made our first record, he had just left Death Cab, and that was an interesting transition for him. So we were all kind of figuring it out together. He was figuring out what it was like to be a producer outside of Death Cab, and we were figuring out how to be a band in the studio. So it was a really, really like emotional, inspired time for both of us. I think we'll always remember that time, and I think that's what the bond. That was when the bond was created.
Well, you're surrounded with good people. That happens when you surround yourself with talent and good people.
Really lucky.
That's awesome. So tell me about the latest single. It's called Expectations. We've been playing it here at 88.5 FM like crazy. It fits in rather nicely here. The sound is good. And everybody just heard it live, right, just now. So where did that song come from? Is that like one of your favorite songs to play now?
I love playing it. The song was born after, I think, 2018. We just come off the road, and I just felt, I don't know, I think every artist goes through this, but I just felt like I had such expectations for the first record or for us as a band, and I came off the road feeling like I had let the band down in some way. I don't even know why. It was all projected onto myself. It's just the artist mentality, I guess. And
you guys are never satisfied.
yeah, we're never
ever.
satisfied. And so that was the first song that I wrote. And I was thinking about being 16 and, you know, everything and anything is possible. And a lot of the record is steeped in that thought and that faith, you know, that hope that you have for big dreams and chasing those down. And so when I came off the road, I wrote that song, and it was the first song I showed to the guys. I'd written a few, but that was the one that got me excited.
Are you an album guy or a single guy?
Album guy.
So all these songs are kind of put together in a certain order, and you're supposed to hear it from front to back.
Mm-hmm. I would hope that people do that, but I know that's not the case. I mean, I know how that is, yeah.
You know. Okay, well, that's cool, man. Well, okay, so what's next for you guys there?
We just start our tour Tuesday, and then...
You're going to be on the road?
For 7 weeks.
Do you have a nice vehicle?
Nice enough, yeah. It gets us from point A to point B.
So, okay, one more question for you. Does Lowell, your nephew, does he know of the band? Is he of an age?
Yes.
That...
We got him to, I wrote a poem for this record called Deficit of Wonder. It's one of the interludes, and I had him actually record it for me. So he's on the record. And I just thought it would be awesome that he'll always be on, you know, when you make records like you put them out and they exist forever. And he'll always be there on the record. So I thought that was really important.
I'm glad that I learned that about Lowell.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm going to be thinking about Lowell this whole time.
Oh, awesome.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
88.5 live in studio with Low Moon. And we'll probably see more of you once you're done with your tour.
Yep.
And have fun at the cemetery, man.
Oh,
Hollywood Forever is a good place to be.
Can't wait.
We'll see you out there June 28th.
Great.
Thanks for being here.
Of course. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
88.5 FM, KCSN, and KCSN HD1 Northridge, Los Angeles. KSBR and KSBR HD1 Mission Viejo. A service of California State University Northridge and Saddleback College. Member-supported public radio. Streaming on the web at 885fm.org.